Hey everybody, doing a little live drawing, promoting systcomic.com as per usual. Let me just put that in, and we'll pin that to the top. And yeah, I'm gonna do a little live drawing. The I've been doing a lot of these live drawings, because it's been great to be able to chat with people, and being able to talk with them about my process and show them my work. And really, this is the first week of the Kickstarter campaign, and so I want to make sure that um, that I'm able to really tell everybody about what I'm doing and promote my work and find people that like what I'm doing. So anytime I'm able to kind of do a live like this and talk with people, I think it's really beneficial. I think I've found a lot of people like what I'm doing, and I think people like watching me draw, and I like chatting with people while I draw. So, um, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please post them below. Love to chat with you, and I'm just gonna keep noodling away at this at this drawing. So this is Destress from my new series, Cyst, the Skin Grafter, and I think it's a fun one. I think that this character is a lot of fun to draw, and she's kind of introducing magic and magic and witchcraft to the archive universe, and she'll see her in the backup story of the oppressors. And so I'm gonna just post this to a couple of places so people can see it. And then we'll start drawing. Yeah, and if you're having whatever you're up to, please post it below. I'd love to hear what people are working on. And I hope everyone's having a wonderful Taco Tuesday. I don't know what I'm going to be doing for Taco Tuesday, but I know it's going to be great. Yeah, we'll call that good. So yeah, thanks so much for watching. And I'll start noodling away at this. Now, been redrawing this and just kind of having fun with it, and working on the posture, and not really sure where I want this leg to go clearly because I've redrawn it a couple times now. I was thinking up looked cool, but maybe I want it down more. Yeah, that was cool if her foot was on his head, but this is one of those poses that you want something that's got some tension to it, right? So that's why it's a lot of bent knee, because it feels like the people are active, about to spring forward somehow. And it's like, that looked kind of cool. We'll go with that. And the worst thing is if they're flat-footed, because then it just looks like they're like nothing's going on. Let's lighten this up a bit. But if you don't nail it in this early phase, later on you're like, ugh. It's like, I really wished I'd have reworked that a few times to get it right where I wanted it. Classic Dave Finch technique where you put things in shadow. Harsh shadow lighting. So if you put things in a harsh shadow lighting like this, if you look at Dave Finch's stuff, I wonder if I have any Dave Finch examples I can pull up real quick. What do I have? Yeah. So, the master, Mr. Dave Finch. So, right? You're like, what's that supposed to be? Well, it's dark. It's shadowed. So if you look at his stuff, you'll see a lot of that sort of technique. Just a great way to do it, right? So, tension, things coming at you, right? Fists, big fists. shadowed areas, harsh lighting. But the female characters often have less, right? Less details, less lighting on them. So I'm a huge Dave Finch fan. I think that his work is phenomenal. And if you watch his YouTube stuff, you know, can learn quite a bit. The guy knows everything. Super talented. So I've always got that book close by so I can refer to it. Because really, I learned how to draw by watching and seeing how other people drew stuff. You know, so a lot of your favorite artists learned by, you know, loving comics. And I used to draw the claws in Wolverine. There's the Frank Miller Wolverine comics, and I would draw the claws in. So any page where he didn't have claws, I would draw the claws in. So now I look back and I'm like, I wrote a lot of cool comic books. Whatever. That's how you learn. So that looks better. I'm happier with this already. And again, as I've always said, or as I've said lately, the anatomy is, I'm not drawing an anatomy textbook, right? So if you see this and go, that looks like it makes sense, but maybe that's not really how the anatomy is. It's like, no, the anatomy I do is comic book anatomy, so it's accurate to the world I'm creating. And I think that that's important. You know, I want to get better at all of it for sure, but you don't want to let any of that stuff hold you back or hold you up. You just want to get the essence of it across and have it be active and fun. And yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. And I hope you dig it. And go to sistcomic.com. We are currently at 41 backers. We are over 50% funded. Thank you so much to those 41 backers that have backed the campaign. Let me show you what I'm giving away. I'm going to be giving away some artwork. So, giving away a Cyst, the skin grafter in pencil, versus in pencil, versus in ink, and Cyst in ink. These 4 drawings are going to 4 lucky backers that support the campaign, that back the campaign, that promote the campaign. I want to get over 100 backers. I want to crush goal. I want to move on to stretch goals. And I want to give these drawings, these 4 drawings to 4 backers that are helping me to get the word out. So really it's my way of kind of giving back. And if there's, you know, if you can help me to get this campaign, you know, crush the goals, I want to send you something. So that's my goal, is to crush goal and then send you one of these drawings. So if you want one, back the campaign, share the campaign, and let me know. Be like, oh man, I love that one, Assist in pencils. I'm like, awesome, dude. Thank you so much for backing the campaign, sharing the campaign. Let me hook you up. I'll send this with your rewards. So that's the plan anyway. So yeah, I'm thrilled to be over 50% funded in the first day. You know, it's been the first 24 hours. I launched at 10 a.m. yesterday, so I hit 50% in the first 24 hours, and we're holding strong. I'm really, really appreciative to everybody that's gone and checked out the campaign. I think this comic book's really good. I think you'll be really excited, and I really want to get the Versus Zero issue out to everyone. I really want to hit goal in the first 48 hours so I can send that out to everyone. That's kind of that's the incentive I have for that. I think that comic book is really good. I think you'll really get a kick out of it. So do whatever you can to help us to get to goal in the first 48 hours, and you'll get that awesome bonus comic, Versus issue 0. And yeah, I hope everyone's having an awesome night. Awesome Taco Tuesday. I'm going to share this video in a couple more places so that people can see it that want to see it. And try to draw while I share it. And yeah, share it there. And yeah, if you're watching right now, let me know what you're up to. I'd be interested to hear what everybody's doing. If everybody's having a good night, and if everybody's enjoying watching me draw. What are you guys drawing? What's everybody drawing tonight? I drew quite a bit this morning, and I'll draw later. I like to draw in the evenings. That's kind of my new schedule, is to draw later at night, which I think is fun. You know, it's fun to kind of draw when it's dark out. You know, I think that that's been really good. I know that people like Mark Silvestri, he draws later at night. I think Jim Lee draws later at night. So I think there is some benefit. You know, I started doing it because they were doing it, or I saw them post or say that that's how they draw. Tyler Kirkham, I think, draws later because I see him on it in the later evenings. Something just kind of peaceful and quiet about drawing. You know, 10 to 1 a.m. That 3-hour chunk I find to be really productive for me. Maybe not for everyone, but for me, I think it works. So I'm going to keep doing it. And yeah, so I've been drawing at night. In the evenings, I usually tend to kind of just chill and relax and recharge. But I mean, everybody's different. And this is Destress from my new series, Cyst the Skin Grafter, on Kickstarter right now. cystcomic.com. Check it out. Let me know what you think. Love to get people's feedback. That. And if you liked The Oppressors, you'll like Cyst. Cyst was in The Oppressors. Backup story. Just to kind of introduce them and show everybody what I was going for with it. And yeah, that's about it. So just gonna keep drawing and chatting. And if you're enjoying watching this, thanks so much. And it's also streaming to YouTube. I don't know if people like YouTube, but it's on YouTube. So what's everybody up to tonight? Doing anything fun? Eating tacos on Taco Tuesday? So I'm probably going to digitally ink this one. I guess I could traditionally ink it. If I scanned it, maybe I'll traditionally ink it. I don't know. I haven't decided. What do you think? I'll take a poll. Poll is ink it ? Ink it. I'm taking a poll. Ink it. Digital or traditional? I wonder if I can pin that one to the top. Pin it. Digital or traditional? We'll let the world decide. Because I could ink it traditional. I'd scan it like I do and then blue line it and ink the blue lines. And that would be fine. I could do that for sure. Or digital. I like inking digital too. I could scan it and ink it digitally. Get some different techniques that way too. We'll let the world decide. I like this leg, but I don't love it. Yeah, we're holding strong at 41 backers. Thanks so much to all 41 backers. Let's try to get to 50. I want to get to 100, but let's start with 50. If you haven't yet, check it out. Go to assistcomic.com. Let me know what you think. I think it's pretty good. Campaign's going good. I think that 100 backers is within reach if we keep cruising like this. Never been made a project we love by Kickstarter. But you know what? Maybe this is the one. Maybe this is the one that Kickstarter loves. Guess anything is possible. Anything's possible. The world is your oyster. I don't know what that means, but it is. So yeah, let me know if you think ink this digital or traditional. Or not at all. Leave it pencils. Could go any of those three. Or none of them. All of them or none of them. And if you've gone to assistcomic.com and backed the campaign, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. It takes me longer to draw female characters just because I'm more particular about it. I think if I was to say what my penciling style is like, I think maybe Greg Capullo, right? Coloring, I prefer digital. Oh, Marlon, it says ink it traditional. But what about if I'm inking it? But inking it. Right? So, like, coloring, yeah, I can't color traditional. I don't have the Doc Martin inks or colored pencils. I have a real tough time. But if I'm inking it, right? Should I ink it digital or traditional or neither? Leave the pencils. If anyone has an opinion, I'd love to hear it. This is Destress from Cyst, the Skin Grafter. On Kickstarter right now. Go to cystcomic.com. It's this character on the back of the oppressors, right? If I'm penciling, I think I have more of a Greg Capullo thing going on. Like if you look at Greg Capullo's pencils, got this great sort of energetic, vague line, right? Really relies on Glapion, the inker, to know where he's going with things because he gives him a lot of information. He gives him enough information for sure, but he doesn't overdraw it. So Glapion has to kind of know where he's going with it, and it enables Capullo to be able to draw a lot. You know, like Capullo's doing a monthly book with Batman. Let's see what I get over here. Hush. Justice League. Yeah. So, Court of Owls. Just showed you Dave Finch, which is awesome. And this is Court of Owls. So I always have these kind of nearby. And I'd like to think what I'm going for, kind of a combination of the two, right? So, pretty tight pencils by Finch. Very harsh lighting. Very vague pencils by Capullo. But enough, you know, I mean, he's giving them enough to go on. But look, like this. It's awesome, like how he does all this and how the inker's able, the Glapion, the inker's able to kind of figure out what's going on with this. It's incredible, but you know, he's giving him enough to do it, but he's definitely leaving a lot to interpretation. And I'd like to think my pencils are kind of, if I'm going for anything, it's kind of a combination of those two. Like I look at Jim Lee's pencils and I'm like, nah, I don't get it. It's too really precise. There's a lot of lines. I like how Finch does a lot of gray. And he does a lot of, so like this face. Like that's all I need there, right? Somebody to be able to figure out what's going on with that. You know there's a face there. But yeah, I'd love to hear what other people think. Marlon says ink it traditional. So far I have one vote for traditional and one vote for digital. I'm gonna consider that other vote for digital. So I might ink it digital, I might ink it traditional. It's a toss up. There's not been an overwhelming desire for one or the other. Now, what was I gonna do with the background? Oh yeah, creepy tree. Let's go like a tree like this. That look cool. That makes sense. Yeah, go to assistcomic.com. We're holding strong at 41 backers. Thank you so much to all 41 backers. But I want to get to 100 backers. I want to hit goal in the first 48 hours. So go to assistcomic.com, or you can see characters like these in my new comic, Assist the Skin Grafter. And don't worry, you won't be charged for the campaign for your rewards until the campaign ends. We hit goal and then the campaign ends. So back now, assistcomic.com. I have a rocking headache right now. Headache is rocking right now. Rock and roll. Yeah, it's good looking. So I got like evil tree going that way. And we got zombies down here. That's cool. And we got the ghost blade. This thing. And a bunch of energy coming off of that. I kind of want to make this one digitally. What I've done too before is I'll ink something digitally and traditionally, so I'll ink it digitally, print it out, and then add like traditional flares to it. I don't know. See how I feel. Yeah, I'm doing commissions in the campaign, assistcomic.com. So if there's a commission you want, check it out. Be happy to draw something for you. If there's a character you want me to draw, Moon Knight, Deathstroke, Spawn, Batman, happy to draw for you. Thanks to everybody for watching and commenting and sharing the campaign. Really appreciate it. I know there's a lot of things you could be doing with your time. So the fact that anyone wants to spend time with me, watching me draw, I'm incredibly appreciative. Try not to create any tangents here. Adam says traditional. Adam says ink it traditional. Think so? I don't know. It might be fun to ink it digital. I don't know. I like inking it digital, but I like inking traditional too. Yeah, alright. I guess I'll ink it traditional. That's 2 for traditional, 1 for digital. People just like seeing traditional inks. Which I get it. I love traditional inks. Well, if anybody wants this drawing, they want me to ink it traditional, and they want the pencil and the ink, I'll make it part of the Kickstarter. Just back for the commission level and let me know you want this. Ow. Bumped the camera on my head. I love traditional inks. You know, there's some really phenomenal, talented traditional inkers out there. But the thing is, I've found is that with my own work, unless I'm planning on selling the piece, I can produce work quickly digitally. Right? So if I'm doing sequential pages, there's a real benefit to being able to get my ideas down quickly and accurately. And digital just has some really great features that, so unless I'm planning on selling it, which I don't know if anybody would want this drawing of my own character, you know, I would assume so. I think it's awesome. So if somebody does want this one, let me know. What I would do with this, as with all of my pencil drawings, is I'd scan it. Right, so I'd scan it and then print out blue lines, and then ink over the blue lines. But this is about as much pencil as I would pencil. And I figure any more than this, and you know, it's like, geez, I might as well just. You get to a point, you're like, it's enough. Thanks very much, Adam. Yeah, if you want it, back for the commission level. And yeah, I'll give you the pencils and inks. For sure. Go to systcomic.com and grab one of the commission levels. And this will be the commission. Happy to offer it, man. If that's what you want. For sure. I'd love for it to go to a good home. And I'll finish penciling it. It's pretty close to being finished penciled. And then I'll ink it, and the inks will look like this. So what I do is I offer the pencils and inks, right? So grab the commission level, and I'll hook you up. I'll hook you up. I will hook you up. And it's a first come, first serve. So if you want this one, get it. And I'll write your name on the back of it. And I'll ink it up. And I'll mail it to you with your rewards. It's definitely a fun character to draw. I created her to be fun to draw. Yeah, and if you did want to grab a commission level, that would help get us that much closer to goal. Like if you wanted to grab this as a commission level, which would be awesome, that would mean we were real close to the goal. And that would be cool to hit goal in the first 48 hours, and I could offer everybody the digital versus issue 0 reward. Which is great. I'm really excited to be able to get that to everybody. Thanks, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. Can't really... Yeah, I think the thing is that I love 90s comics, right? And 90s comics had a lot of grit to them, in my opinion. And, there's a lot of, like, what's some stuff I'm into? Let's look at stuff I'm into. So, Daredevil Born Again, right? Mazzucchelli, Frank Miller. If you look at the way that they inked things, had a lot of line variety, a lot of cool textures, right? So I look at this for kind of how I want inked things to look, right? Not super precise. A lot of crosshatchy stuff. Like if you looked at any one part, I think Sienkiewicz has that sort of feel to it too, where it doesn't feel super precise, but it feels like it has a lot of grit to it. Another good one I'm always looking at is like Eric Larson, Savage Dragon, right? A lot of cool textures and line work. That was a little tougher because of color, harder to see. Gotham by Gaslight, right? This is Dave Finch, obviously, has said how important this one is, and this I look at for contrast. And there's a trick that Mignola does in this one where, I don't know if it's a trick, but he'll do these horizontal lines wherever. So like that's cool. It's just awesome. But he'll do these horizontal lines where the characters would touch the planes. So like here. It's like where's the horizon line? Bush is there. So these things in the foreground here, he just kind of gets the idea across. But I love this. The look of this book, so good. And again, a lot of big black shapes, great contrast, great composition. I'm looking at a lot of that stuff too. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I was drawing. Got my attention deficit. I'm like, where was I? Who is this? What's going on? So if you think like, geez, you want, with any of my objects I'm drawing, I kind of think of it like I want to 50-50 it. Right? So I don't want it to be a coloring book. I don't want it to be just outlines with no forms. I want every object. So if this is a circle, I want half of it to be light and half of it to be dark. Right? Of course I draw. So light side, dark side, right? Maybe a little bit of rendering, but primarily just I want a light area and a dark area. And the way I'll transition out of that light area to that dark area, I'll have a rim light, which I show an example of here, and then gradients and textures with colored pencil. So that creates highlight, core shadow, and then texture to give it volume and depth. And that's the trick. That's how I do it. I don't know how other people do it. And I don't even really indicate it often in the pencils, where I'm like, I know there's going to be a rim light there. I don't need to draw it. That's how I like to do it. And everybody's different. And I'm not always super precise about it either. Like these characters down here, I didn't indicate where this is the light source, theoretically. So that I'll probably put this dark. So then this would be dark. Right, so when I ink it, I'll know that. Same thing here, it's a dark side. Same thing here, this front side would be dark. This might all be black. Like that's a head way in the front. So that would be dark like that. And this is all dark. Doesn't mean a thing. Tree branch, tree branch, tree branch. That'll be dark, but again, that'd probably be rimlet. Dark. So I have foreground, middle ground, background. I'll probably put an even further background in there. More trees. Just to really fill it up with stuff. I could do these like that. Did you ever watch that show where the guy's like drawing in a spaceship? It's on PBS. It's like commander drawing time or something. Be like, all right, everybody, we're gonna do commander drawing time, and we're drawing ellipses, we're drawing circles. I don't remember what that show was about. I'll probably make this be in black. Yeah, that look cool. I think you get the idea. Think the inker won't have a problem with this. Oh wait, I'm the inker. Yeah, that's cool. I'll go with that. It might be a little... May look a little long. This is the problem with drawing traditionally, is you're gonna move things around like that. You kind of just gotta do it. Another good reason why you want to do digital roughs. Because it's tough when you have to change things in pencils. You're like, oh, I drew that leg really well. I wish I could just move it to the left. And it's like, no, you can't. You gotta redraw it. Cool. Oh, good. All right. I think all those things look proportional. And I had fun doing it. So yeah, this drawing is available. Go to systcomic.com, choose one of the commission levels, and yeah, let me know if you want this. Be happy to send it out to you. First come, first serve. First person to grab it and say they want the Destress. This is a character called Destress. First person who wants Destress gets this one. And these I'm giving away. These 4 I'm giving away. So Syst, pencils, inks, versus pencils, inks. All I have to do is back the campaign. Go to systcomic.com, back the campaign, share the heck out of the campaign, get it, help us get it funded, help us hit goal, help us hit stretch goals, and send you one of those drawings. And original art levels, if you want an original art page from the comic, yeah, grab one of these. Let me know which one you want. Skull background, claw hand, fists, big face. These are available too. syscomic.com. First come, first serve. Just let me know which one you want. I think that's it. I'm going to scan this and might ink it later tonight or ink it tomorrow. I haven't completely decided, but I think that's enough drawn for now, right? You kind of get what we're doing here. So yeah, the poll is open. If you still want to add, let me know if you want this to be ink traditional or digital. I'm still kind of up in the air about it, but if you want to have this drawing, I'll link it digital. I'll link it traditional. syscomic.com. Choose one of the commission levels, and I'll ink Destress up for you and mail it out to you with your rewards. Okay, bye.